And welcome, my friends, to yet another Zombie Survivors game. And today, in episode 3, we are going to have some fun. We're going to have a look at a character called Engineer. So let's look at his bio quickly. While their classmates were making potato-powered batteries, they built a plasma-powered rodent trap. Brains over brawn takes a whole new meaning as the engineering ingenuity and quick thinking gives the survivors an edge in fighting against the undead. So let's have a look at our engineer's weapons and abilities. So from the start, you start off with a taser pistol that deals shock damage with a high rate of fire. And then later on, you evolve this weapon into a Tesla rifle, and that kind of works the same, but it also deals more damage and it bounces off enemies. And then you have one of three options later: the blaster, the laser, and the plasma. So the blaster is a rocket launcher that deals a lot of damage, effective for nearby enemies. So we'll just jump into it. And for today, again, we're going to stick with Isolated City. We're going to stick to the default. And then we are also going to stay with the difficulty level 3. There we go. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look and see what this character can do. There you can see already quite a bit of damage this taser seems to be doing on this baseline character zombies from the start. So definitely having early impact. Alright, so for now, again, that's all. Like always, have a look at our taser first. And then see the damage is currently 45. It will go up to 50. Attack speed will also increase quite a bit from 4 to 4.5. Alright, the magazine size will stay at 15. Okay. So it is doing quite incredible amount of damage. Okay, again, from 50 to 55. Attack speed will stay the same. Magazine size will go up to 20. Okay, level 4 taser. Damage goes up to 60. Attack speed will increase to 5. Magazine size will go up to 30 as well. Allow these guys to get a bit closer, doesn't matter. That guy in the baseball cap was quite a bit more difficult to take down. Okay, so this is our first look at the Tesla rifle. So the damage will go up to 125. Magazine size, it just says 5 seconds. So I guess it doesn't last that long. And then the cooldown is 3 seconds. So let's go for that. Oh, that's quite cool. It is definitely shooting at a few zombies at the same time, about 3 it seems. And it's definitely got a much higher damage rate. Okay, so on Tesla 2, it will go up to 250 from 125. Magazine size will be 6 seconds. See the impact with the firing frenzy power up. There we go, another reload. Okay, Tesla 3 will go up to 175. Magazine size will go up to 7 seconds. It's definitely quite a potent weapon, as you can see, really taking care of this baseline zombies quite easily. It does at least fire at more than one zombie at a time. Let's pick up these 2 military trainings up here. I see we also have a SOS. Tesla 4 will go up to 200 damage and 8 seconds magazine size. That's cool. As the series will stay the same throughout every character, we will first start every episode by sticking with the main character. So let's liberate that survivor, and then our 3 options. Let's use one of our 6 rerolls. We're gonna have to focus on the main weapons for now. So here we see the plasma cannon, laser rifle, and then the blaster. So you'd see all of them quite a large amount of damage it will give. The most damage is this laser that is per second 400. I think, yeah, let's go with the laser. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. So again, a little bit slow in changing from one area to another, but it is definitely visually pleasing as well. There you go, let's stick with the laser. There you go. Crate has been dropped here, so let's go open that, see what we have inside. There you go. Magic hat, let's go for that. +2 fire, ice, chemical damage type tags. There we go. And just remember, try and pick up as many of these jewels as we can as we go. And if we have the opportunity of picking up those power-ups like the skin stone and things like that, we do need to grab that. Again, let's use one of our rerolls into our main weapon, which is the laser. It will go up to 500 from 450, and the magazine size will go up to 12 from 9 seconds, and then the cooldown is also decreased to 1 second. So this is a very fun character so far to play with. We haven't even looked into any other abilities, but what I did notice that there is grenade types. There's definitely some defense in a form of a shield. So I think you have the electric torrent, some explosives, so that's cool. Again, let's stick with the main laser for now. We're not seemingly struggling to keep ourselves alive with the amount of zombies coming at us, so that's why for now we are fine with just sticking to upgrading our main weapon to its highest spec. Again, let's use one of the rerolls. I don't see, did we already upgrade our laser to its most powerful level? I don't know. So let's have a look at the grenade, EMP grenade. Damage is 200. You have the electrictron. Let's go for that. It's got there's some explosion that surrounds me. So if the zombies do get too close like they are doing now, I guess that ability will take care of them. So let's go and pick up that magnet on the side after we've gone to this SOS signal. We're gonna liberate again this character. Let's use the grenade as well at the same time, so we have 2 of these abilities at the same time. And then also let's have a look at the shield. So one of the 3 might be activated at any of the other points, and then I believe we'll have enough offense and defense going to make sure that we keep this character in good fighting shape. There we go. So yes, all these abilities with his main weapon, very potent, very good character, fun character to play with. There we go. And again, laser firing quite a bit of a distance, so everywhere we're running we are finding more and more jewels to pick up, as it was to really make shooting so many zombies that is even off screen, it seems. There we go. So we really need to be moving around constantly, looking to pick up all these jewels before it gets removed from the game. So let's look at our pickup range. Plus 20. I think the further we will be picking up jewels, the better at this stage, because like I said, we don't want to lose out on the opportunity of picking up these guys. There we go. Let's go with another grenade. So the pace of the game is now picking up quite a bit. We have another crate here to open. Let's go for that. There we go. Okay, so we have a rock and roll guitar. First reroll of each power up. Okay. Let's go for the magnet. I think the more magnets we can get, the better, especially with this character. So like I said, we are killing a lot of zombies off screen, and the bit more of those jewels we can pick up, the better. Okay, so I see another elite zombie coming towards us now. Let's see if we can take care of him as quickly as we possibly can. Okay. The only problem I see with this character so far is that, our focus of killing zombies with our main weapon is quite limited. So with some of the other characters, the auto firing does seem to help a little bit because it's quite random. But with him, you want to really manually aim at zombies because you want to kill either the most in little groups, and also make sure that you focus when there's a type of a pathway that needs to be cleared. There we go, something like that. Again, it's pushing us into the corners, and because it's so isolated, the range that we have to kill them, we are kind of putting ourselves in a little bit of danger. There we go. So let's just keep on moving around like we're doing now. Try and just, oh yeah, I see another SOS signal. Let's liberate this one. Again, let's go for this pulsating weapon. There we go. So we're not picking up too many jewels at this stage because we're not taking care of the main hordes quick enough, in my opinion. So let's go there. Electricity torrent. Yeah, so it's so much more difficult to take care of the amount of zombies we need to. Let's go ability, critical chance. Pick up this crate. Let's go for this potato thing again. There we go. Just thinking it's quite funny while his friends at school were playing with potato batteries, he was making plasma traps for rodents. I think that's just very interesting backstory, and that just makes it quite cool. Nice little Easter egg there. So I see we have a magnet down here which we can go and pick up. Let's go for this torrent. There we go. Get our shield up. I think the shield will play a big role in this character, as perhaps if we chose one of the other two options in the main weapon, I think our experience would have been totally different in how we play with this character. But with the limitations of this laser, you really would like more of a team with you, as I think it will then play into its strengths, and the other guys' weapons will also then just give this guy enough room to come to its own. But if you really stay focused and plan better with this character, you'll get into the swing of things, and you'll be able to make sure that you stay alive. There you go. definitely taking on a little bit more damage than normal. Okay, so we have two options here. With we're gonna stick with the pink for now. That looks cool. I like the potato every now and then being dropped. There we go. Let's open the crate. Let's go for the nuts and bolts. There we go. A lot of jewels down here. Let's pick up as many as we can. Okay, so now the additional abilities is definitely helping our character out a little bit in creating some room to escape and get out of dangerous, compromised positions. So there we go. See a magnet down there. Let's go and see if we can pick it up. Let's use the sleight of hand now. There we go. Picking up as many of these weapons and power-ups we can. I think the less of a limitation you have on this character, the better. As long as the less he needs to reload or rest between firing this laser and these other abilities, I think the easier it will be to play with this character. So let's have a look. Armor piercing. Weapon critical chance will be 10% more, so let's go for that for now. And then let's have a look to liberate another skill here. And then I think if we were not doing this challenge, I would have gone for tank now at this stage, just to have those circuit saw blade drones. But for now, let's just stick to what we've decided on and get our abilities up as much as possible. Another shield upgrade, there we go. Okay, so I see there's two elites close by. Oh, let's get out of the way there. There we go. Let's go pick up as many of these jewels we can. I see there's also now another research pod there. Let's pick that up. Let's go get these samples. First one of 5, there we go. Let's head to the next one. There we go. They're chasing us. I think there's now 3 of them, but don't worry, we're not gonna stick around for them at this stage. Again, let's look at the pickup range. I want as many of these jewels as we possibly can. Let's go to the 4th one. Just out of the way of these 2 elites, and then on our way there, let's open this chest quickly, see what we have here. Let's go for a barrel. I think let's go for that barrel. And we've got 18 seconds to make our way to the 5th and final research sample. There we have it. There we go. And now let's make our way to the research pod and then upload our samples. There we go. So let's go for fire. I think we can do a bit more of a weapon damage. There we go. Some military trainings. There we go. And then there's another magnet here, so we're gonna go for that after the military training. That's where I make our way to the new magnet. There we go. Let's stick with main damage +5. There we go. Make our way to the firing frenzy down here. There we go. I like it when these abilities starts taking care of the majority of the reward. It can then just allows us to have enough time to enjoy the game and the wonderful graphics the developers have created for us. So another stone skin armor here, so let's gonna pick that up now. Firing frenzy, I think will have a big role to play with this character as well. Here we go. Another SOS drops. Let's go make our way to it. There we go, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. Again, SWAT member would have been nice at this stage, but let's have a look. Armor piercing ammunition. It will be 2.5%. Let's go for that. Although it doesn't actually have depletional bullets, I'm not sure if it really helps this character to have that. But yeah, hopefully, you know, it takes care of the pesky zombies a little bit easier. Here we go. I see another elite on its way, so let's just have a look there. Every now and then, when these lasers cuts up one of these zombies, you see some flesh flying through the air. You know, nice little zombie steaks. That's quite cool. Max pain, weapon damage +5, sleight of hand, 10% cooldown reduction. I think that's very necessary. So you could see there was a bit of a reload, but it was, you know, done and dusted very quickly. Another magnet down here. Let's make our way towards it. And then after that, I think we can head towards that crate that dropped. There we go. That's got critical chance, 2.5. There you go. Restores 100% health. The medical kit. Rope, gain 1 point from every time I used a skip function. Protective. I don't want to use either one of those things. Kinetic, explosion, damage, fire. Okay, so this is, as long as we stay to the fire, we are fine. There we go. So for now, I think the character is now quite powerful. We are heading into the 14th minute of the game, so not that much to go to get to 20-minute survival aspect of the game. See, there's power up and military training. Let's go for that. Military training now. Just dodge these little pesky zombies. There we go. Let's go pick up that power up. A speed increaser. There we go. Super speed. There we go. It's quite nice. Let's have ability duration +5%. So I think having up the shield just 5% longer will obviously be great for this character. You know, and you can see the shield really slowing down the attacks also. There you go. So now we're in between that ability of the shield, and you can really feel the pressure as we take a little bit of damage there. So if we can make that little time it takes for the shield to regenerate like now, we must definitely decrease that amount of time needed. There we go. Armor piercing. Let's say cooldown reduction. That's what we want. So another 5% quicker for it to respond. There you go. So another SOS drop. A few elites on our way to get to that. And also a magnet quite close by. So let's go for that for now. Let's say ability area. The bigger that is, the better. SOS here, let's go for it. There we go. SOS, liberating this character again. Ability critical chance, let's go for that. There we go. Firing frenzy after we take care of that. Elite, max pain, max weapon damage +5%, very good. Let's go for the military training. There we go. There's another crate down here, so I would definitely love some sugar rush cubes. I think that will be nifty if we can find that in one of these crates. Glass of milk, we can definitely work with that. Let's go. So the pulsing explosions quite powerful, and I really enjoy the effect it has on the hordes coming towards us like that. There we go. Lost some bit of concentration, but luckily for me that pulse came in just in time to go out quite a bit of zombies. Okay, so let's make our way back to this military training. There we go. Health reduction, ability cooldown reduction plus 10%. Like I said, the quicker we have this Tesla torrents and stuff coming down, the better. There you go. Damage ability plus 5%. There you go. So we've taken quite a bit of damage, so let's make our way towards some health. Trying to avoid being attacked again. There we go. And if we see another one, I'd like to keep the health at 100% if it's possible. Let's take care of that elite there. Okay, we didn't actually take care of him, but we could dodge him at least. Let's shoot at that elite as far as possible. There we go. We took a bit of damage, unfortunately. And we've pushed ourselves into this corner of death, having very little escape opportunities. I see there's another magnet. Let's go towards that. There we go. Make sure they can't pin us down in which direction we would like to go. There we have a magnet. There you go. Sleight of hand. Weapon cooldown reduction. I think that's good for now. Weapon critical chance 10%. That will also make a big difference. Let's pick up this crate here. Let's take the battery. So now I've got the potato, we've got a normal battery. Oh, very funny if you look at the bio and the backstory of our character. So he's now also playing around with potato batteries. Okay, so let's go here, modifier, luck. Let's go for the max health, another 25. Yes, so it is, there we go. Liberating. Oops, unfortunately I skipped that one. So stay focused, make sure that you do not choose the wrong options like I did now. There you go. More elites here. So we're in 18 minutes, so we've got not too long to go, and so those little mistakes like not liberating the character properly, you know, can cost you if you do not focus and you do that too early on. So yeah, that will definitely be a mistake. So stay focused, make sure that you pick the right options and you don't lose out on critical stats of a character. This stage we're struggling a little bit to take care of the majority of these zombies, and we're definitely not taking care of the elites. You know, they're tending to stick around too often now. Critical damage again. Let's go for this. Another magnet here. So we are just past the 19th minute of the game, so we've got 1 minute left to stay alive. And guys, if you've enjoyed this episode of our Engineer, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon. Remember guys, to never miss out on a game or a new episode dropping. And one of these days we will be starting to drop some of the other games as well. So if this is not quite your cup of tea, the other ones will definitely be. Although I definitely enjoy this type of genres, these games are just fun and enjoyable. And you know, I can really appreciate all the effort that's gone into creating this games, and you know, the storyline and graphical design is so good. So yeah, shout out to the creators, guys. Keep it going. Another update soon, guys. It'll be nice if you would indulge us. There you go, heading into 20 minutes. Still finishing the game with quite a bit of these elites not killed. So there's a lot of improvement when it comes to playing with Engineer, or I think even our main abilities, just perhaps we picked the wrong options for, you know, the experiment of just finishing the level with only one main character. But still, again, a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. So guys, check in next week and keep an eye out for any updated videos, and then we'll see you again. Peace out.